Hello, hello, hello. I don't know if I'm live yet, so I'm just testing it out. Just waiting for it to load over here to show me that you guys can see me. I have not been live in forever, so you guys let me know. Can you hear me okay? Do I need to bring the microphone up just a little bit, bring it down? Let me know if you guys hear any echo at all. It's definitely storming outside, so it was a bad day to pick a live. And I'm not at my studio back at home, so I'm at another place. This is so I would be able to go live. We're definitely wanting to start bringing some lives to you guys, so we are setting up a second studio to do this. Temporary to hopefully I can get a better internet where I'm at. So while you guys pop on, let me know where you guys are from. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay, and let me know if I need to turn my mic up or down. I'm really concerned about the echo, which I could get a rug in here and stuff, but I normally use a lab, so I'm really hoping the echo is not picking up. So welcome, 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 guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. And if you guys notice, I'm looking over to the right. This is where all my screen is. So one thing, let's see. I'm trying to read what's going on. Let's see, little echo, not bad. Thank you so much. Hello, Amanda is here. She's going to help keep up with our chat. That is my sister. So what the plan is for today, I'm actually going to set a stopwatch or timer, if you will, because I want to try to go 30 minutes or less. What this live is just going to be our very first live. We're going to test out the strengths to see how strong the internet is. While we do so, we're actually going to do a craft. I want to show you guys the sublimation papers from, I believe it is Bright Star Crafters. I didn't want to say it wrong. Now, another person that does this is Sparkleberry Ink. She does these now. She also prints all of her designs. So if you guys are familiar with Sparkleberry Ink, she also now prints out sublimation paper, and I'll show you guys that here in a minute. So I thought what we would do is test out these sublimation prints, creating coffee mugs. I better start heating this up. Now, something I want to go ahead and point out right away, that this is the first time I've went live or even used like anything in here. So I'm afraid that I'm probably going to blow a breaker because I have lights, I've got all my equipment, mug press. So if it goes dark in here, you know what happened. So the mug press is going. I did actually turn this on yesterday just to see if it would, go through. So because I've got it plugged in a way you're not supposed to. I do have it in like a power strip. So we've got our mug press. I've got some mugs today, and then I'm going to drop you guys down in just a second to show you guys some of these designs. So if you guys are interested in sublimation, but you don't want to spend, by the way, you guys may notice the wind. That's another thing. Let me know if you guys can see the ceiling fan at all, because it gets hot in here. Let me know if you guys can see that in the camera at all, or if it's bothering you guys with the wind blowing. So what's really amazing about these prints, you guys can use sublimation. So say, for example, you guys don't want to purchase the printers and spend $500, but you guys want to sublimate as well, whether it's a t-shirt, mugs, whatever. You can now buy these prints for like $2 or less. And like I said, from even our favorite people like Sparkleberry Ink. So I'm really excited about it. So let me go ahead and check the comments really quick, and I'm going to drop you guys down below so we can check everything out. I'm super, super excited that you guys are from here. I see you guys, Connecticut, New York. Hello, hello from Maine. I just started sublimating. I'm so excited. Now, if you guys have not joined my sublimation group, make sure you guys definitely check that out. I do a lot of giveaways over there. I'm really working on getting in there more. Definitely with the lives, we're going to do that as well. It is Sublimating with Crystal Ann, so definitely make sure you guys check that out. After this video, I'll try to have it down in the description. I tried to bring in everything that I could for you guys. Now, another mug press that we are testing out here pretty soon on the channel is a tumbler press. It's like a 7-in-1, a tumbler press from Heat Transfer Warehouse, so stay tuned on that. All right, so Scotland, how exciting. Got my mug press and easy press. Yay, I'm so excited. So New Jersey. All right, so let's go ahead and drop it down real quick. I'm going to hit this one here, so hopefully you guys can see our prints. Let me know about this angle. Is the lighting good? What do you guys think? All right, so we are going to move right along. I'm going to bring this guy up. Look how cute these ghosts are. Now, remember with sublimation prints, they're going to come in lighter. So when we press this, these colors are going to be really vibrant. What I do love about the Bright Star Crafters is they put the information down below. So that way, if you want to reorder this again, you have all of that information here. So what's really cool is Let me go ahead and pop you guys over here just to show y'all real quick how you can do this. So say, for example, let's start with Bright Star Crafter. You're going to come to this page right here, and you're going to be able to choose your pattern. So say, for example, I chose this little cute one right here. Let's see if it'll load. These Santa Claus. Hopefully you guys can see that. You can then come down here and play with this. So say, for example, I want to change it to a pink background or maybe this purple. You can do that. So you can play around with all of these. There's tons and tons to choose from. Like, check this out. And then once again, you can add pink in the background. You could do whatever you would like. So it's really, really cool. Lots of fun patterns. Now, another one is the Sparkleberry ink that I was talking about. If you guys are familiar with her HTV and her vinyl, this is her website here. Say, for example, I want this in a sublimation print. Now she has it listed. So you have heat transfer vinyl. You can also do her stuff in glitter, heat transfer, and vinyl. You can also now get hers in craft paper, but if you click on Sublimation Transfer, let's see how much this is, $1.50. So $1.50, you can't beat that. So it's gonna be an 8.5 by 10. I think we can change the size, let's do that. Let's say we want a, let's see, no variation found. So maybe it's an 8.5 by 10. So each one may be a different size. I'm not too sure how hers, I need to order some. I'll definitely do that show. I can show you guys, but $1.50. You know, to get into sublimation, so you guys aren't having to spend like $500 is definitely worth it. Just got my mug press. Hello from Florida. The sound is pretty vague. The camera is fine. Cannot see the fan. Sweet. All right. So do you guys think I need to turn my mic up a little bit, or do you guys think the volume is okay? I bought a sample bundle from Bright Star. Glad you're showing. Yes. And also I do want to show you guys, I ordered all of these for the sublimation prints, but I also ordered some of their HTV as well, because you can also get their stuff in HTV and vinyl. So I want to show you guys, I've actually had this for like almost 2 months, I swear, but I've showed you guys in a story. Make sure you guys are following my story here on the channel, and I haven't had a chance, so I thought we'd get live with it today. All right, so what's really cool about them too is you can get like the half sheet. So I believe these are 6 by 12. You know, we don't always want a huge 12 by 12 of a pattern. We just need a simple little piece, and you're gonna save a ton of money doing that, so you don't have to invest into this big 12 by 12. So I got those because I wanted to check it out. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the prints that I have, and then the two that we're gonna do today, which are these ones right here. These are perfect for Halloween, which I know we're getting close to Halloween, so you may wanna pick out some Christmas stuff, but this will give you guys an idea. Now I do believe, because this says brown, this should be like a real light brown, like probably like this when we press it. So we'll check that out here in a little bit. I did get some Halloween stripes. I've got lovely Leopard, because if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know I'm obsessed with Leopard and cheetah print. This one's really pretty because it's got colors in there. This is like a pastel. Once again, you guys can use these, you know, for t-shirts, whatever. And I'm going to show you guys how to use them with your Cricut in just 2 seconds. All right, so I've got this little rainbow here. Oh, another camera I want to check out. If you guys know Mr. Crafty Pants, he's my buddy, and I love his angle. Let me show you guys real quick. I'm going to cut it. I love whenever he has his angle like this, so we stole this angle from him. So if you guys see Mr. Crafty Pants, tell him I stole his angle. So I can show you guys how that is right there. So I wanted to play with that camera as well, so you guys let me know if this is a little bit better for showing you guys what everything looks like. All right, so the two that we are using today are these two right here. I'll bring it in, so hopefully you guys can see those better now. So let me know if you guys can see with this angle a little bit better. All right, so let's switch us back here. Something that you're gonna need to get, if you guys wanna use these with your Cricut or your Silhouette, you definitely wanna get yourselves a carrier sheet. If you guys have ever used, say for example, Sparkleberry ink, her pattern and vinyl, or it wouldn't be, how would you say? Her pattern HTV does not have a carrier sheet. You have to purchase it separate. So some brands, you have to purchase it separate, which I do believe, I want to say that this is going to be like that too. But anyways, you can purchase this, which I forgot to link down below. I'll definitely do that. So you want to get this transfer mask, which you could definitely, say for example, I cut out a big piece with HTV. I have that big piece. You save it because you can pop it on here. What you're going to do is remove this. You would then nice and carefully line it up on there, and then you'd be able to insert this into your Cricut. You would want to cut everything in reverse, and then it would peel off of here just like normal. Or you can leave it on that carrier sheet and press it however you want to do. So we're going to be able to do that. I'll definitely do a video on that very soon. So you want to get yourself some, this is medium task. This is for Pattern HTV. Once again, I'll link it down soon so you guys can definitely use this stuff with your Cricuts. If not, say for example, like the mugs and tumblers, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. All right, so we've got our mug press. I'm going to push a button just to make sure I don't go to sleep. I like to push it down and open it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and check everything. Yes, see so much better. Good deal, good deal. The bundle came with a transfer. Okay, sweet. Okay, so yeah, because I think this one, I think we are going to need a transfer for this, like a carrier sheet. Because whenever you guys buy patterns like this is a carrier sheet that allows you to cut it with your Cricut. But we need one after the fact to carry. If you guys have ever used Caesar Easy Subli, you know what I'm talking about. So let's move everything out of the way here so we can cut these down. This is how I'm going to. Once again, this is amazing. So you don't have to invest into an expensive sublimation printer. All right, so we have these Cricut mugs. These are the 12 ounce, and this is how I like to measure mine. All right, so I'm gonna do a full bleed. Now keep in mind, let me switch you guys back over here. Keep in mind that this area right here is 9 inches. So this piece right here is 9 inches. So you can't sublimate 9.5. So say for example, I measure this like so, and I get like 9.5. It's not gonna do that because whenever this closes, it's only gonna close on 9 inches. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 9 inches long, if you will. And then for this, I'm just gonna measure it at the top. And I'm getting like 3.75, but what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna do 4 inches. I'm gonna give myself another 1/4 inch. The reason being that way I make sure it's going to completely cover this and I'm not gonna end up slipping and getting a little bit of white. You always wanna give yourself a little bit of bleed room, whether you do, 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch, that way you have 1/4 on each side, you may wanna do that. All right, so we've measured this. We know what we need to cut it down. So let's go ahead and get our paper trimmer. I'm gonna go ahead and switch you guys back down here. And, all right, here we go. I'm gonna get my paper trimmer in here. Thank you guys so much for being here today. And thank you guys so much for your patience. I wish we could have these in, it's New Zealand. I really hope that you guys definitely get to have some of this stuff soon. You're welcome. So you learned something new. I love that. Okay, here we go. Or either I learned something new. I just learned, okay. So here we go. What you're gonna do, whenever you cut these down, same thing if you guys are cutting down HTV or adhesive vinyl, always cut your shorter piece first and then your longer piece. That way you're not wasting. So I know that I'm gonna cut my 4 inches and then this is going to be my length. That way my little pieces are straight up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my 4 inches cut first. Now a little trick here whenever it comes to cutting paper, don't start right here on the end. Don't start down there on that end because that is going to rip your paper. You want to get this down, sink it down in the middle there and then go from one side. Oh, I just said that and then I missed. Go from one side to the next. I'm gonna cut another piece. Okay, I messed that one up. Let me cut that piece off. And if you guys ever get paper built up in here, that'll also cause you issues. Okay. And of course I would do this live. Okay, here we go. Let me trim off this little piece here. And I need to slow down, honestly. Okay. I think I need to sharpen I do need to sharpen my blade. But if your blade is sharp, it's going to work perfectly. So hopefully I don't do it again because I need it to be perfect. I'll probably do 4 1/4 just in case it does it again. It's like it really wants to do it in one direction. Okay, I completely lied to you guys, but it really does work, I promise. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down. And good thing I gave myself a little bit more this time. All right, so it seems like I lied to you guys, but it's true if your blade is clean, okay? All right, here we go. So here is I lied. I need this back. I need to cut it down 9 inches. Let's see here. It's so weird because I haven't went live in so long. I'm used to talking to myself, just recording. I'm just getting myself a little bit of a spot where I need to cut so that way I can just do it this way since my trimmer is being silly. And see, since I'm in another studio, I'm limited. I only have the supplies I'm working with today. I don't have any extras. I will soon. I'm just doing some test runs before I completely commit. All right, so now that we have this ready, let's prep our mug up. And trying to see what I did with my little, bear with me for just 2 seconds. Okay. So you want to use some rubbing alcohol and a clean cloth to clean this first, as usual. All right, and then you want some heat tape. I've switched up my heat tape dispenser here. I got this little cute guy off of Amazon. And I did link him down below for you guys. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my 2 pieces of tape here. And we are going to wrap this. So since this is a full wrap here, we're just gonna go ahead and get our mug nice and centered. And then I'm just gonna make sure it's even on both sides. So I've got a little bit, as you guys can see, a little bit of a bleed on top and bottom. So I'm just kind of making sure I'm straight and making sure it's even on both sides. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and just tape one side and then I'll get the next. So I'm gonna get a little strip like this. Pull nice and tight. And then I'm going to get my next piece of tape. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get one more little piece of tape because I can see that top. Where was it? Right here. Just gonna get one more piece of tape, like so. All right, so just like that, looks good. Something that I've been teaching you guys that I like to do with my mug presses, all of my presses, I protect them with a piece of parchment paper. I do have this link down below. These are just like baking sheets, and what I do is trim it down like so. And I'm gonna kind of figure out about how much I need here. Cut off the excess. All right, I'll probably, the ceiling fan is blowing a little bit, so I'll probably put it on low next time. So that way we don't have to struggle with that. Today we're learning lessons. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, so this is what it's looking like, right? I've got a little bit of a bleed on top and bottom. So now we're gonna go ahead and put it in our mug press. So I'm gonna switch this back up here, and then I'm just gonna glide it down, and I'm gonna make sure that both sides are where they need to be. And then I'm gonna go ahead and close it. So while this one is going, because this is gonna take 5 minutes, let's go ahead and work on the next one. So for this one here, since I've got some straight lines going on, I'm gonna use a tape measure because my paper trimmer is being silly. And I'm just gonna go ahead and measure down. Hopefully you guys can see this. I think you can. And I was gonna cut that wrong. I'm gonna do that 4 inches. So that gives me right on this yellow line. I just hit myself a little cut mark. All right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut all the way down. Since this is a straight line, I don't have to worry about anything. So I'm just gonna trim straight down. Let's see, when you do use butcher versus paper, I like the parchment paper. I know a lot of people use butcher paper. I'm trying to explain here. I do like to use butcher, and that's what's called blowout paper as well. The butcher paper, you can use that as well as long as it's on this side. I don't like to, say for example, I'm doing a double-sided, say for example, an ornament. If I'm doing an ornament, what I like to do is I use the parchment paper for sure, hands down, nothing else, because I've noticed that it doesn't grab the ink the way that the butcher paper or blowout paper wants to sometimes, where once it's heating again, it wants to pull some of that ink out. So I do recommend if you're doing anything double-sided, check out the parchment paper, but blowout paper, you can also use butcher paper as well. Hello, hello, hello. I use butcher paper. Yeah, a lot of people do use butcher paper. I do too, but I just kind of whatever's on hand right in front of me, that's just kind of what I grab for more. Let's see. So I have a little bit of an echo. I think whenever I get the rug in here, we're going to test that again. Let's see. You can see much better. So we're not seeing, are you guys, let me know if you guys are seeing any sort of lag. Are you guys seeing any sort of lagging or anything like that? Now, another thing I want to point out is when you're working with stuff like this, the handle does stay cold, so you're able to pull this out and you don't want to mess with it. Just set it aside because it is so hot. You can get yourself some heat gloves. These ones I absolutely love. These are from We Are Memory Keepers, and I actually just picked them up at Michael's locally. I used a coupon. I think they're $7 anyways, but you can grab these on Amazon. I'll try to link these down below too. I forgot to do that, but these are my favorite and I've had them for a long time, and they really can hold up to the heat. So grab yourself some heat gloves. And then another thing is getting yourself like a little Cricut pad like this, so that way you can set it on there. One thing I want you guys to keep in mind, this is infusible ink. If you lay your mug, say on the side, and it's hot, it can sublimate your mats. So keep that in mind. I like to keep them on the bottom. I don't lay them on their sides on these. So what I'll do too is if you need to protect that, is throw down your butcher paper, parchment paper, whatever, to protect this as well. Because what's going to happen, and I've already done it multiple times, is when I go to sublimate another mug, say for example, it's just one design on the front. If I lay the back on here, which I have done, this is going to sublimate back on there because the mug's 400 degrees. It's going to heat this up again. So always be mindful for things like that. So let's go ahead and keep going. I'm going to set this in front of here really quick just so it's ready to go. And I am going to trim this one down and get it ready. So I'm going to drop you guys down again just so I've got my camera silly because I'm a one-man show here. So let's see, I am going to take my measure again and I'm going to cut this down to that 9 inches by hand. And I'm actually probably going to do like a little bit over just because I'm using my scissors and I want to stay straight. Just if I get off a little bit, I don't have to worry about it. All right, there we go. We're on our fourth little light here with this one, so we're going to see this one pretty soon. I'm going to check on our thing here just to see. Okay, so we're only 8 minutes in. That's not bad. Okay. So let's see. Hello, everyone. I've seen people tape on the bottom. Yes, you could definitely do that. I'll show you guys here in just a minute. While summed up, because it may do it to this one, and I'll show you guys why a lot of people do wrap around like that. Let me see. Let me grab this one and get it ready. We're going to clean it here. What I do with my rubbing alcohol is I put it in this little bottle. This is a 10 volts. You could grab these probably at the dollar store. It just makes it a whole lot easier. I don't want to spray here because I don't want to get it on my paper, but I'm going to spray it down here. But it does make it easier to apply your rubbing alcohol. And then I just use a little eyeglass cloth here. All right, so now let me go ahead and get my 2 pieces of tape ready to go. I think that's fixing to beep, so I'm going to try to see if we can get this on here before that beeps. Just try to make sure everything's nice and straight. All right. Go ahead and get my first side down, just like so. And then when it comes to this side, let's stop this really quick. I'm gonna switch you guys again so you guys can see. So you're just going to pop this open. If you guys are new with the Cricut mug press, I just grab the handle. It is cold, and you can set it here. So since this has the bottom it's not completely flush, I will lay it on its side, just because this paper right here, if I set it right here, it's going to start popping off. But you definitely like the parchment paper is going to protect my mat, if that makes sense. All right, so drop you guys back down. So you just want to make sure you guys pull nice and tight. You want a nice connection there between your paper and your mug. Now, what you're talking about is where some people take their tape like this, because what this really helps with, you'll notice sometimes with mugs, you can definitely get your top as well. What you're going to notice sometimes is a little bit of, not really ghosting per se, but it looks almost washed out a little bit. And it's where the gases and stuff are kind of releasing through here and escaping. And it'll cause almost like a blur. There you go. There's a good word. It'll cause a little bit of a blur. So you can simply just kind of fold that over a little bit. But yeah, some people will take their tape, for example. Let me just get a piece here. You could definitely do it in smaller increments. And then they'll kind of wrap it like this, if that makes sense. So we'll see on this one if it does it. Now, if you guys use sublimation inside of the convection oven with your tumblers and things, that does do that for you. So you don't have to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and switch this again. We're going to, I didn't even put my parchment paper. Don't judge me. We're just gonna roll with it today, okay? It's all right. But I don't really like to do this. I usually have, 90%, this will probably be the first time I've done it without. I'm trying to look here because I do have another screen here, so I need to remember my camera's here. But this will probably be the first time I've done it without. You could definitely do it without it, but I always just like to, just in case, because if we get any ink on this piece here, it's going to transfer to other things. So say, for example, I don't always do full wraps. So sometimes I'm only doing the front side of the mug. And so if I put it in there and I only have the paper on one side and I'm not protecting the other side and ink got down there, that ink is going to transfer onto that. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to drop you guys down really quick and check on my comments. Let's see. Can you use, yes, these are baking sheets. So they're parchment sheets, baking sheets. What I love about them, like these are from Amazon, and I think I got like a set of 500 for maybe like 30 bucks, 20 something dollars. These, I just pull them out. So I keep them in the drawer. I pull them out. They're ready to go. They're already sized. I love them for my t-shirts, everything. Hello. Let's see. You are gone. Sorry, you're back. Don't know what happened. The stripe one is so pretty. You know what I wonder what happened is when I went to switch, I didn't completely switch if it was a black screen. Maybe that's what happened. So let me know. Let's go ahead. I wonder where I lost it. Let's see. Okay, so you guys let me know, what are you guys working? The stripe one is gonna be pretty. Plus, the fact is, remember with sublimation that these colors are going to darken. So one thing is with these mugs, you really just want to set them aside and then it's gonna continue to sublimate itself. Yes, you can pull them off right away. It's really not gonna make a huge difference, but it is gonna continue to sublimate itself, plus it's not hot. But I'm gonna go ahead and start to peel this off. I think it's cooling down enough. It's still hot, so don't get me wrong. But I can go ahead and start to get this off of here and let's see what our first one looks like. So let's go ahead and peel, and then I'll be able to hopefully see. I think this one did okay. Didn't get anything. See those browns? Because I love nude right now, okay? I'm loving the nude color. So I really love this. This came out super cute. I don't think I had, like, I was wanting to show you guys the top and the bottom. I don't see any of that, but I think I've seen a little bit on the side here. See how a little bit of that blurring? You guys can hopefully see that down the side there. I don't think I really got it on this side, maybe just a little bit. See that blurring? But I'm not seeing it on the top or bottom. So I don't really tape mine. I don't really have that, but you could definitely just kind of fold it over because I think a lot of it's, it's trial and error to figure out what works for you. I think there's a lot of waste because there's a lot of stuff that I used to do in the beginning because I thought you had to, because there wasn't a lot. When I started this, I started sublimating, oh my gosh, several years ago now. What was it, 2016? I don't know, it's been a while. So I was sublimating before sublimating was cool. So there wasn't a lot of information on the internet, you know, but look how pretty these colors are. Now, once again, I could change the color. I could do blue, you know, pink, whatever it may be. The ghost bug came out. Thank you so much. Now imagine you could put this on, you know, you could put this on a t-shirt. You could put this on whatever you want to, but it's really cool because you can sublimate for $1.50. You know what I mean? You could get your stuff and you don't have to invest into the printer. So I'm really excited. And you know, with Bright Star Crafters, I almost feel like you could probably put in your own designs too. I'm not too sure, but that's something I need to peek into. I don't want to lie to you. So let's check this camera really quick just to see if this is, I'm wanting to test my angles here for today. But look how cool that is. It's the ghost adorable. I love this color with this nude. I'm obsessed. Now think about it, because I could get adhesive vinyl and I could put, you know, cute little quote on here or whatever. So adorable. I can't wait to see what this next one's going to look like. Let's see. So cute, love the ghost. Haven't tried sublimation yet. Need a Cricut. I highly recommend, if you guys are wanting to get into sublimation, you don't know if it's going to be too hard. You don't know if it's going to be something that you want to invest $5,000, $6,000, $1,000 in right away, you know, $100, $200, whatever it may be, with whatever equipment you're going to choose. Try this out. Get yourself some of these sheets. Say, for example, you spend $10, get you a few different designs. Get yourself some of the medium tack. Like I said, we'll definitely do a video on this soon. So you can try it with your Cricut if you guys want to cut out cute little quotes or stuff like that. But I do highly recommend, I've got both of these linked down below, both Bright Star Crafters and Sparkleberry Ink. And I do believe Sparkleberry Ink, say that 10 times fast, is also on 23-ish with her designs. So definitely check that out. But she's got a billion to choose from too. But definitely check that out. So that way you can see, is this something that you really want to get into? Or do you just want to spend 10, 20 bucks here and there once a year and get you some sublimation designs? You can drop the cup off on, oh my gosh, my sister, you can drop the cup off on, how about I'll leave it on mom's counter and you can pick it up later. Listen, my sister gets all of my, I'll bring you guys back up here. I think we are ready to go. Stop. Okay, so we're 30 minutes in. We're going to finish this one and then we'll wrap it up. My sister gets all of my sublimation mugs, so she stops by the house and she'll grab them every once in a while. I keep some that I donate or, you know, throw at a yard sale or whatever, but she usually comes through there. So I had to start doing some for my brother, so I did some skulls and things because, you know, everybody's got to get them some mugs. So like this, so say for example with this one, I folded that, I can actually set it like this. So the other one, I had that bottom, and if I would have done that, it would start popping off my paper. So because of the sake of the video and timing, I'm going to go ahead and start peeling this. Let me know if you guys have any, yeah, I'll leave it on the counter, okay? So my sister gets the cup. Since she helped with the chat today, she gets the cup. So I'm going to go ahead and start peeling this. And then you guys are going to see me very soon. I'm working on something very special. So I'm going to do some behind the scenes stuff. Look at these colors. So I'm going to jump off so we can test some more, but I'm definitely here. We're live. So hopefully you guys are going to at least see me on my channel for sure. We're going to be here at least once a week. So stay tuned. Definitely make sure you guys join my sublimation group, Sublimating with Crystal Ann, so you guys can keep up. So let me go ahead and switch this. Let's test a couple of our angles here. Bring this up here for you guys. Look at how cute these colors are. This is so much fun. I love it. It is absolutely adorable. So cute. Once again, these are those Cricut mugs. Look at that gloss too. So, so good. Now the one thing, once again, I want to show you guys, this is, so I would probably recommend, say for example, let me bring this up, and this is hot. See how it's kind of blown out right here on my sides? So what I probably would do is make sure, let me bring you guys back up here. Make sure that, so you guys measure this piece right here and say that's 9 inches. Let's bring it back like 8.75. So get yours, measure it just to be sure that I'm not wrong. Say you do the 8.75, so you don't get any of that blowout. So let me bring you guys back up so I can show you again. So you don't want any of this little blowout right here. But you guys can see that top. I did not tape the top. I did not tape the bottom, and it did not have any issues. But that is why people tape the top and the bottom, because they're trying to avoid this. But honestly, just curl those bottoms over and you're good to go. But I love it. Let me show you guys my last angle and then I'll start wrapping this up. Look at how cute. I love that. Once again, this one would be so cute. Tons of different designs over on Design Bundles that you guys could do some quotes and stuff. By the way, today was their dollar sale, but if you guys are Plus members, they still have after sale, so you guys definitely have to check that out. So you guys let me know which one is your favorite. Is it the stripes or is it the ghost? Let me know. Which one is your favorite? I don't know. I can't decide. I think they're so cute. If you guys are a fan of nude colors, I definitely would say the ghost. And if you guys are bright and bold, oh, so, so good. So I'm going to set these down here. I'm used to being at the house too, so my granite in my studio. All right, so let me go ahead and read a couple of your comments, and I'm going to shut it down. The ghost, perfect Halloween colors, stripes are my favorite. And like I said too, I've had these for, if you guys have watched my stories, maybe a month, 2 months ago, and I haven't had the opportunity to show you guys. So definitely make sure you guys are checking out my stories for sneak peeks and things like that. I have these linked down below. Once again, you can play with those colors and change them up however you want. I would such, hey, and their shipping is super fast too, guys. But play around with those colors and stuff. Check out Sparkleberry ink and really test the stuff out and see if it's something for you. And even if you have a sublimation printer, check it out. So I'm going to go ahead and try to wrap this up. They are both great. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys all so much for being here. And I will see you guys next week. Bye for now.